Memes. 10 years ago you may have never heard of them, but now they're one of the funniest things you'll find on social media, especially Facebook. Take a look at this one of Jacob Rees-Mogg, or this amusing image of Jeremy Corbyn. It's easy to see what makes this simple combination of pictures and words amusing. The effect that this comical art form has had on the careers of politicians recently is becoming surprising. Taking a wider look at social media, it's not hard to see what a major impact this new media form has had on our politics recently. From fake news to constant tweeting from politicians and #@BallsDay, it's even said that Jeremy Corbyn beat Theresa May in the social media election war. Social media is definitely a major election battleground, and it's one where the politicians with the most personality become the most seasoned of generals. The major effect of social media on political opinions of the public is that we can now be more selective in what we see. When there were only 2 TV news channels and around 10 national papers, it was harder to be exposed to focused political messages, unless you're a politically active person. Nowadays, by liking some Twitter and Facebook accounts and unfollowing what you don't agree with, it's possible to have an as concentrated flow of political information on your phone as a party activist would have done at their desk 40 years ago. Not only is there simply more content to go around, but it's easier to share. Tagging your friend in a meme, taking a selfie with Jezza and sharing it on your wall are all the modern equivalents of shoving a Spectator magazine article in the face of a co-worker and telling them to read it, except it's happening far more frequently. And it's happening to the extent that people who would have previously had no interest in voting are now researching political parties and politicians and making the effort to go to the ballot box or even join a party. YouTube shows such as Russell Brand's The Truth have over 1 million subscribers, more than any national newspaper. Labour Party membership is up, and at the last election we saw Corbyn mania, with thousands of young people flocking to Labour Party rallies, climbing lampposts, phone boxes and trees to get a closer glimpse of their political hero. At Glastonbury, his monumental appearance attracted more screaming fans than any of the headlining bands. The hypodermic needle theory may now have more plausibility as people select their own media sources, and as many young people now learn all they know about politics from YouTube videos and online articles, it's more plausible that ideas are easily absorbed. Regardless of the way political ideas are absorbed by audiences from social media, the effects are simple to explain. The cognitive effect is a greater awareness of political policies and issues. The effective effect is the formation of opinions, whilst the behavioural effects are increased turnout and party membership. But social media cannot just make anyone famous. Imagine Keir Starmer or Philip Hammond slapped on your Facebook wall. There's nothing likeable or funny about that prospect. For a good meme, and for a good social media subject to go viral, they have to have character and originality. This is what has allowed for such great online popularity of Jacob Rees-Mogg and Jeremy Corbyn. The effect that this is having on the political game is simple. Characters are in, bland, unflamboyant politicians are out. Yes, your days are numbered, spreadsheet Phil. Coming back to the theory, it's still hard however to establish a cause and effect relationship. It's hard to say whether social media has power over politics, or if the effects are the other way around. What makes this relationship even more difficult to understand is that opinion leaders such as the politicians often don't consume social media themselves in the same way the public does. Therefore, the two-step flow theory which applies to newspapers doesn't seem to fit so well with today's culture. Therefore, we must ask the question, has social media bolstered the career of Corbyn, or has Corbyn bolstered the amount of social media space now dedicated to politics? It's important to remember just how gifable, memeable and hashtaggable our politicians now are. The distinguishing features are obvious. For Corbyn, it's his scruffy appearance and his principled temperament. For Jacob Rees-Mogg, it's his cut-glass accent and consistent double-breasted suit and round glasses. And for Trump, it's his uncompromisingly out-of-line remarks and his stomach-turning comb-over. But their impact is largely limited to 1 or 2 generations. Show a Rees-Moggian meme to your parents, as I have done, and they simply may not get it. Memes often contain youth lexis and syntax, which will make the jokes and messages only understandable to millennials or Generation Z. This is a great example of cultivation theory, which now suggests that there is presently a large generation gap in media effects. While the young audience could remove itself from the effects of social media by not checking Facebook, Twitter or watching YouTube videos, this seems unlikely to happen anytime soon. The effect is that traditional outlets must now choose to digitize to influence their power on a younger generation, or alienate this group and only reach older consumers.